Enlightenment. Enlightenment is acknowledging with the mind, accepting with the mind, knowing with the mind. It is what one comes to know, which happens to the extent he has become truth, when his false mind disappears and his mind changes to the mind of truth. Truth emerges as much as one's individual delusional mind has been cleansed away and his mind has expanded, and what one comes to know or realize at such times is enlightenment. Enlightenment is what one comes to know when God enters his self-centered and narrow mind that is only as big as his form. One's individual mind is the size of his shape and form. When it is discarded, it becomes bigger and expands towards the great universe. Enlightenment is the realizations that come to him at such times. A person who has become the infinite universe itself is completely enlightened. He has become God, and when he is reborn as an individual in such a state, his body and mind of truth is the body and mind of the universe. Therefore, he just lives in the world of truth. A person who has completely become this existence receives a seal on his forehead by the Spirit of the universe, and he has unfettered connection to the universe itself. This is the seal of God. When one can see that the origin of truth, which is non-material, and the material are one, he has such a connection to the universe, and this is the enlightenment of the whole body, or in other words, the body of light. A person whose delusions of his individual self have completely disappeared and exists completely as truth itself becomes enlightened that this state or this existence is perfection. Such a person does not have a mind of the past, no matter how hard he tries to think that his body existed in the past. He does not die because he is the living soul and spirit, the truth of the universe, and for him, life and death have become one. His self that has become truth, the energy and light of the universe, lives forever. When one completely becomes truth and totally forgets the past and his past self, he has achieved all enlightenments and he is complete. Such a person, who has become the soul and spirit of the Creator and truth, has absolutely no minds whatsoever, and his mind is always at rest. In other words, the mind of the Creator is not like the human mind, which constantly changes. It is always of one mind. This is complete enlightenment, and it is this mind that can give salvation to sentient beings, or sattvas. It is this mind that gives rise to all actions which result in the amassing of blessings in the land of truth, and a person who acts in such a way is completely enlightened. A person who does not act on his enlightenments is not enlightened.